I already forgot her name, but, what was her name? But she looks like a wolf. And then we've met the vampire and the dwarf. That's what I remember. Okay, we are back in the tavern again. The tavern is open for business. Oh, we have a new character. Hey, Innkeep. Hey, Chrissy. Her name's Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do. Yeah, the birds seem to be in a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure it out. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know. They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What'll it be this time? Something for the wits again? You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually I'll have you all figured out. Hmm. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my minded wits. Of course. So what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. Alright, we're back to doing this again. So what are we making for her? I don't even know. She wanted something. Okay, she wanted... which one was it? She wanted this one. Okay. So, we're gonna do... this one. Right, yep. We're gonna do that one, and then we're gonna do this one. And then we're gonna do this one last. I remember in the beginning of this game, I was so confused. Like, I literally did not know what I was doing with this, but luckily, I figured it out eventually. Nice. Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed anyways? Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. We'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech magazine. That's so funny. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure, but do you know what I'm most excited about? Um, Nymphs? No. They're pretty, don't get me wrong, but definitely not the reason why I'm going to Boreas. I'm guessing the gnomes. That'd be Fable's reason, true. You're so right. If you do happen to meet a nymph, greet them for me. Sure. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? The geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of year, when the mornings are still a bit chilly. And the sun tickles the sky on the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet. I'm bringing an extra set of pans this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being in distress? Well, the cinnamon green-cheeked conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. I can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along with the convention? Of course. As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow a zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite the walk to their treehouse, and you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late for your convention. Well then, so long and keep. See you soon. Well, hope she has a good time at the convention. Okay. Hi, Fable. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. Well, sort of. It was a little depressing. How so? Can I have a drink first? Sure. What are you looking for? Something zesty, perhaps? No, not today. Something to help me wind down a little, feel a little less like a bunch of mushy moss. Though I still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So something that'll keep me awake and agile would be nice. Do you think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? Girl, I got you. I got you. I know what you want. I just need to find this one. Ugh. A little bit of this. A little bit of this. And finally, a little bit of this. It's funny. It's like, I'm so used to pouring drinks now, it's like... Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think I feel ready to tell you the story now. Please, go ahead. Do you remember Mr. Draken? Lynn's deadbeat werewolf uncle? Unfortunately. I think he's still on her mind. She's been very down since we came back, and I'm worried about how quiet she's being, too. I wanted to cheer her up. Fable's such a sweet girl. That's very kind of you. How did you do that? I only tried to. It didn't go very well. I should probably just pretend it didn't happen. Fable, tell me about it, please. Okay, so we have this small werewolf community in the Ashen Grove. A couple of lycanthrope-affected elves settled there about 200 years ago, and they welcomed people like them ever since. They offer support for anyone trying to get their curse under control. And a home with a beautiful view to boot. I thought if I took Carolyn there, I could show her that there's still hope for her uncle, even if he doesn't find a cure. She thought it was ridiculous, and a little silly, at least until I started trying to involve the werewolves. Oh boy. I tried to tell them about Mr. Draken, so they could help cheer her up. I thought if I told them he's chasing a cure, they would be interested in meeting him. Maybe even offer to help. But instead, everyone just ended up really sad. And then we were all quiet. I'm sorry, Fable. It was a sweet idea, maybe just a little too soon. Or too late. I wish I could have done more that day. Maybe made them talk it out, or hug it out, or yell it out. That day is over. It happened, and it went how it went. All you can change is the present. I guess that's true. I took her on a walk after to my favorite spot in the grove. She told me a bit about her baba. Oops. She sounds much nicer than Mr. Draken. Indeed. I hope the Wyvern Chimera is everything she hopes it to be. Perhaps it will be. Or maybe it'll be even more. I hope so. Well, maybe the stars of Cassiopeia and Leviathan guide her way. May they lead her down the right path and back to my tavern. Do you think she'll let me read her star sign soon? Maybe, if you ask her nicely. Maybe, though, I wouldn't want to bother her. Maybe try to connect her to something else. I mean... Should I ask her? Just ask her. I mean, it doesn't hurt. Alright, if you say so. I'll ask her when she comes back so I can draw her a chart. And if she says no, I'll just keep trying until I figure her out. Exactly. That's the spirit. I hope she'll come back. Of course she will. They always do. I'd like to think so. Me too. You should take a break from worrying. Maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here a bit if that's okay. Always. Hey! I can't even remember his name, but okay, Kyle. Greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Inky, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. No, you were just lost. I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment, with winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek. I'm very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide-and-seek world champion, it would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. It's a celebration of a match well won. May I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it into the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that faux blood again, please. It doesn't make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. I love Kyle. He's so cute. He's very quirky. We're gonna need... yes, this one. We're gonna need this one. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. Oh, this. And finally, this. Nice. Okay. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect, Innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled The Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how's the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spined guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I have sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and you and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taken the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire. And my hand. And my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun is also bad for vampires. It is? Yes. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colorful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Oh, luckily I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, he would return me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone? Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. He had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes and with ash sprinkles. Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. I see. Stranger of the night. What's this say? A stranger has come to town. He likes plum crepes and spooky armor. Cool. Okay. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape. Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would have never agreed to that. It is my cape, after all. Maybe he wanted my Pasca recipe? Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me? He asked me about you. Me? Yes, said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver your greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the full peace your precious innkeep has found in her house of denial. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together? I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat, and a crescent elder moon necklace. I found a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Ria, as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend brought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. That is so sad. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself, to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She's the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlights reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she's the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more capeful and sunscreened by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. Ah, the refusal to change is dangerous, innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning. Maybe celebration also. Could it not? For example, my dear Ria hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. You are hard to dislike. Oh, how sweet of you, as sweet as my blood. I have a lot of it. I would hope so. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There is nothing greater than friendship, don't you agree? And nothing more fragile. That makes it all the more precious. That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend Stranger told me that he would like to see you again. He said... What was it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course, the letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it on to you forthwith. What was the letter? I'm gonna have to read that later. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No, I don't think now's the right time for the letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic? Longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend? It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks? Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. I don't mean to interrupt, but... What is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, how beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Whoa. But why are the stars like that? That's weird. Picking up the pieces, first of the astral moon. Oh god. I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me nearly the whole day to finish all of the repairs. The building might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. Yay, new drink! What is it? What is it? What is it for? Sunny Breeze. The delicious Sunny Breeze will melt your tensions and blow away your stresses, leading to enhanced charm, focus, and reflexes. It tastes like a pleasant wind flowing through the woods on a warm summer day. Very popular among bards and rangers. The way whoever comes in can get at least a small taste of normalcy. I think that sounds like a good plan. Sunny Breeze. I can't wait for us to make that one. Oh, is she gonna order it? Innkeeper. Jade. Didn't think you'd show up again after last time. No hard feelings. Remind me again, who started that whole brawl? No clue, actually. Must have slipped my mind. Would a drink help you remember? If I wanted to chat about it, maybe. But you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Then let's focus on the present. Let's. I didn't come all this way to revel in old times, after all. Although, I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. It's some thunder sage. Found it on one of my jobs, but didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful. Numbs your tongue. You seem to speak from experience. Ooh, a new one. Thunder Sage Inspiration has invigorating and inspiring properties. It was aesthetically created by mages from the harbor city Zoford. You seem to be speaking from experience. Did you try it? Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. Wasn't even sure if it was still open. Is it that bad? I guess some would say age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Ouch. Oh, don't take it too personally. You've still got some of your old... spark. Ish. That's at least something. Not the brightest flame, but funky enough. Thank you. Now, I'd actually like to try one of your fiery drinks. What can I serve you? Something that'll keep my mind sharp. You never know what will come your way next. Gotcha. Alrighty, what was the one that she wanted? Brain. Is this the one? Yeah, that's the one. Alright. So we're gonna go with this. And then this. No actual sparks, but perhaps something sparkling. Oh, that's what you call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten on in years so much after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date, checking out the latest town gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? I finished up a job in the Sand Plains. A sandworm terrorizing a group of seal wool merchants at the edge of the plains. I myself am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their business. But sometimes, they gotta eat. But you know how it is, sometimes you gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm and not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna and... Snap. Gone you are. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest in Zoford from one of the local merchants and decided to go take a look. Zoford, the seaport? Yeah. I always considered it a rather calm area. It still is, sometimes, at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So I went there to deal with some bandits, look at their most wanted list, and cash out. There was no real challenge, though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about some archmages familiar that went missing, or whatever. Perhaps a job for you? I'm not a welfare association. Like, what do I care about missing familiars if no one's gonna pay me, you know? Of course. I was way more interested in hearing about the undead on the other side of the country that my colleagues were mumbling about. So I came here, and naturally I couldn't resist coming by to see how you were holding up. I'm doing very well, thank you. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. It's not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit occupied with cleaning up this mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by some recent incidents. What do you mean? The shooting stars? Oh, hi. Shooting stars? It's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink, please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses. I'll have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. We've got a new customer. Okay, so we need defense. This one. Okay. Pour this. Pour this. And this. I wonder if we'll ever get any complicated drinks, like, in the future. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Alright, please enjoy. Our dragon scales, sturdy, strong, flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some star rain managed to affect not only the tavern but also the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help fix this place up. If the money's right, of course. No, thank you. I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief. The offer stands. What? You don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? Excuse me? What else would it have been? Have you seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets, traveling through the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia. Rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia helped me. What? Do you know something I don't? Excuse me? You know when you're talking so much? Grit. Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name is My name's Elithia Anwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the guild at sea. I fight for those that cannot fight for themselves, bring justice to those who would bring doom. And I'm very aware of when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Elithia. Okay. Oops. I was exiting from the window. Now trust me when I tell you this was more than just your average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something way worse happened. What? I know the stars fell from the sky. That's what I'm assuming. That's why I was like, oh shit. Literally. Usually I reside in the Aperture. It's a temple in the far north ears dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her to take her to the carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with millions of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbor of all luminaries of the firmament. Just say astral realm. That wouldn't be the place to justice. But what would you know? It's vast and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. It's the theological term for it. Anyways, I noticed something was off the moment it happened, perhaps even a tad beforehand. Like the feeling of impending doom when Starfall. I'm gonna look at that later. Like the feeling of impending doom when all the hairs on your neck stand up and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why in Keep I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many referred to you and your tavern. If any had any intel, it'd be you, they said. They did? Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues at least to help me start with my investigation. Well, she could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I shall do what I do best, aid those in need, and perhaps find out more about this disaster. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all of this? Things like this happen all the time, and people like you fix them. Thus, not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There will be a time when you do ask for help, and then you'll be happy there were people like me. Sure. Before I forget, Innkeeper. Yes, Althea? I will help you fix up your tavern, free of charge. Not necessarily, but thank you for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about this. Maybe we'll know about all this when I return. I'll have to read that after, okay? And keep. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in some times of crisis? It's funny, when I'm streaming, my cat always wants attention. You're so funny, Arm. He's like on my table right now. He's like, trying to get my attention. Is it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure if I'd call this a crisis. Sure, if it's like she said, and the literal stars fall from the literal sky, then yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she'd wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. Which means I'm more than confident in saying that if they went to be worshipped, they should work for it. Well, we all work for something. I work to get paid. You work to get paid, and they just get paid without working. I wouldn't say they weren't working. I agree. That does sound a little fair. Plenty. Welcome, Winterwell. Thanks for joining today. Which is why it's even more important that we take care of things here in Gaia. Whoa, we're getting so many new customers. Hey, yo. Greetings, adventurer. Who, me? You're the only one who entered my tavern, no? Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? So you're not an adventurer? That's just her standard greeting, but it couldn't cover anymore, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. If that makes you feel better. Oh my gosh, where am I? There am I. Okay, hit me and give me something from your repertoire of greetings. Hey, yo, bro. Oh my god. Cringe fail. Did you greet me like that? It's different when I do it. Yeah, their whole demeanor revolves around cringe. Yeah, Wait, what? Who even are you? Jade? You? Iniko. Cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? What? What? I'd prefer it if no one stole anything. Drakes, got it. Can I have a drink then, if I can't have your name? Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything? What do you need most right now? Something that'll make me more swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery. That wasn't... Never mind. A slippery worm. Coming right up. Oh god. A new eccentric character we have. I think it's this one. I need this. And this. And this. Oops. Ah, true. That's so fucked. You know what? I agree. No worms, but perhaps it'll suit your tastes. Oh wow, this is great. Amazing even. Where did you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? Don't look at me like that, I'm just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Who, me? Who else? Corey. Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo. It's short for corruption. Ah. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere... oh my god, I'm losing my voice. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere all at once. But most of me is from Avalon. Oh, an Avalonian? Native born or by ancestry? Native, duh. Huh, that's interesting. I find it pretty lame, to be honest. To be H. There's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. And you think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah, I mean, not really. But I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. Help. Theft. Identity fraud. Blah, blah, blah. All goody-goody with me because I can be someone else tomorrow. In Avalon, they all see through that game very quickly. I see. Changeling, then? Yes, and I say so out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone, I'll come for you. Fret not. What happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So, what brings you here, Nico? This and that, you know. Zenith seemed like a cool town with a cool name. Got distracted by that giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I don't do mounts. I'm faster on foot. The way I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. And did you admire the wrecked ruin that was on one Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... Is it that bad? Do you ever leave this tavern, Innkeep? The city looks like a broken mirror. And my voice is going away. Help. I don't know why, but my voice. Oh god. Anyway, you bet it does. Like, looks like a star hit the center of Zenith and... boom. Yep. Oh. But there's nothing we can do about it. Exactly. My voice. God help me. Looks like I've been talking too much. With my customers. Guys, help. Send help. My voice. Exactly. Someone will fix it. And that someone's not me. Ha. Me neither. That someone could be you. Me? No. No. Absolutely not. I don't get involved with these sorts of things ever. Who am I to fix other people's problems? Are they gonna pay me for it? Not enough, that's for sure. You work for nothing, and in the end, no one thanks you for it, which is very true. Heroism is an unprofitable art form. If you're unlucky, you'll even get in trouble for destroying someone's property. And that's after you just fought tooth and nail to save a village from eternal damnation. Or something like that. Exactly. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, Iniko, you aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, huh? Ugh, no way. Their self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complexes ain't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from sacrificial tendencies. Yeah, true. I knew one, but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of the group I met last week in Yerve. They were nice, but too nice, you know? I know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? Nah, they were heading somewhere north. Didn't really listen. Didn't care. But I was nice to them too, you know. Churned some rations out of them when they prepared breakfast at their camp. Sat around the campfire drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe. Full of robes and magic type of guy. Kept going on about how Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh. Why him? Don't know. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right. Sorry. Mythology isn't really my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Fraud. Checks out. So, Leviathan warned him via his tea leaves about the start of something terrible, tattered wings tainted the gilded sea in dark shades of misery, leaving behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said. How did you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of the Dalwell Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zoford, though the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. He also read that from his tea leaves. Whoa, seems like the guy was a real psychic. I guess divination magic can be a powerful tool. The tea leaves said, "The wings shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nestled between the peaks of Dalwell." Dalwell. So, it really could be true. What? It sounds like whatever happened in Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Tainted gilded sea, shimmering void, metaphors for a starless sky. If the wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But it fits with what I heard in Zoford. Happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. How else? No idea. I thought he was just babbling. With everything that's been happening recently, I think he might have been onto something. Odd that the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Perhaps no one would pay them for it. Or their other job paid better. Maybe they didn't want to be held responsible for any possible repercussions. Maybe they just realized they can't save everybody. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all this and were just bragging about it, thinking I'd stop them. Lol. Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. So long, and keep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now it's just you and me, Innkeeper. Indeed, Iniko. But not for long. I'm getting bored and I'm broke. So you're going to look around town. Surely some people don't need their shiny things anymore. Good luck finding someone to help. That definitely isn't me. So far I haven't been disappointed by the others. You know how to never ever get disappointed? How? Never have expectations. Duh. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Could have figured that one out. Ooh. My Mac peaked. Okay, now we gotta do this again. So, what are we doing here? Jesus, there's so much. Carolyn's great sword once belonged to her grandmother. Allegedly, it's a gift from the dragons themselves. Very impressive, very true. Okay. So, Zenith is in shambles after the star ring last night. The crater left in the city center carved destruction that rippled through the town. There is a slight unrest in Zoford. Rumor has it an archmage is looking for their familiar who went missing recently. I feel like this one's together. A psychic wizard foretold the starfall in their teacup. Apparently, it's just a fragment of the calamity that can be traced back to Dalwell. Maybe this one. This one, and this one? I could be wrong. Nope, not that one. Okay, so if that's the case... Zenith... The crater at the city center carved destruction that rippled through the town. Side rest and so forth. The riverbanks of Shivermere hides Mary Morgan. A stranger has come to town. He likes plum crepes and spooky armor. Okay. An unusual amount of undead. A psychic wizard foretold the star fall in their teacup. Apparently it's just a fragment of the calamity that can be traced back to Delwell. Okay, maybe this one and this one? No? What am I missing? It's because last night left a mark at Fizoa. Not everyone agrees, but a cleric of Cassiopeia claims it was something seriously sinister. Okay, unusual amount of undead. Okay, we're gonna have to... He likes plum crepes and spooky armor. Oh, okay. Let me see. Psychic wizard foretold the starfall in a teacup. Apparently, it's just a fragment of the calamity. Psychic wizard. Spectacle last night with a mark on his own because he wants something sinister. Is that right? There we go. Twinkle, twinkle, deadly stars. The beautiful yet disastrous starfall left Zenith in shambles. The city and the surrounding farmlands are destroyed, and some people are left homeless. A mere meteor shower wouldn't leave the entire night sky empty. So what exactly happened? Is it a harbinger of something more ominous yet to come? Whatever it may be, it's said that a fragment of this calamity can be traced back to Dalwell, an island in the south of Fizoa. Right. Do we have more? Okay, good. That's it. End of the day. Time for cleanups. Oh, it's a rainy day today. Act 2, Starlight Sonata. 6. A New Dawn. Second of the Astral Moon. Hi, Ria. I haven't seen you in a while. Innkeep. Ria. You've got any... My god, please, let me talk. You've got any new lines for me? Perhaps, but only trade them for new ones of your own. Make me a drink. I had a long night. Want to tell me about that? No. I get it. You need some stamina first. What I need is some defense to ward off your questions. I'll go check if I serve that. Okay, I'm gonna do... defense... More defense. Alright, this one... One thing about Tavern Talk that I really like is that it's so relaxing. Like, it's a lot of talking, yes, but like, the music is very relaxing. It's not like too exciting to the point where like, you know what I mean? You just like, certain games is like, you get like very like excited about it, but Tavern Talk is very mellow. I like that. You get to relax and just enjoy the story, enjoy the people, the characters, the different personalities. And stuff like that. That's what I like about Tavern Talk. Some defense to keep your favorite innkeeper at bay. Who says you're my favorite? I might be after this drink. Fair enough. You're climbing up there? I'm very happy to hear that. Now I've got a question for you. You think you can handle that? I'll try my very best, Mrs. Frostgrip. Miss. My bad. Miss Frostgrip. I just thought since you're such a catch, keep it to yourself. Alright. Is Kyle here? I was looking for him around town, but not a single lad or lassie has seen him. Though maybe he got crushed by a fallen star. Worried? No. I see. I think you should be waking up right about now. Hi, Kyle. Rhea! There he is. Oh, I missed you so terribly. I thought you had died, or worse, abandoned me. I thought the terrible phantoms of time had taken a new friend for me yet again. I'm fine. Are you sure? Aye. Can you see her too and keep? Yes. Very much so. By the dragon, so she is not a dream, nor a fragment of the past. I'm very happy you're not dead, Rhea. Thanks. Would you like to see the gift I bought you? Gift? When I was at the market all by myself missing you terribly, I found these gorgeous earrings that remind me of you. Aww. Ah, I'll help you put them on. Wait. Oh, that looks so nice on her. Are those suns? Yes, because your friendship lights up my undead life. Oh, that is so sweet. What do you think? I like them. They match my other jewelry, and the craftsmanship's decent. You mentioned you like leatherback clasps. I do like them. When did I say that? Not sure. At some point, or maybe I dreamed it. That is very likely. Speaking of dreams, I had the strangest dream about the stars falling down the other day. They crashed onto Gaia like a rain of fire. Or beautiful fireworks. There must have been something wrong with my drink. Anyhow, Rhea, where did your slime go? I was washed away by the falling stars, the rain of falling stars. Oh. So the empty night sky wasn't a dream? No. Guess Cassiopeia couldn't carry it at all. Fuck, I can't even talk. Guess Cassiopeia couldn't carry it all anymore, or something. Incredible. So it wasn't one of your strange dreams, Inky. Does that mean I can drink another one without vision of falling firmaments again? Worth a try. Then I would like to try. Preferably something that will make me strong enough to lift the star. Just in case I would like to. I'll see what I can do. Man, I like these two's relationship. These two are so adorable. Okay, so they want a sword. Kyle wants a sword. This one. $7. A pinch of this. A pinch of this. And the rest of this. Nice. Here, my best attempt at supporting your star lifting career. Oh, this is delicious. Do you think a molten star would taste like this? No. Perhaps. So, what do you two think about that star rain? It was very bothersome. I had to look for shelter on my way back from the Rockwell Cliffs. They better hurry and clean it all up. You've got somewhere to be? Still have to get the vampire to Beruvia before I can get my hands on the gold. Who? Yi. Oh, splendid. I haven't been to Beruvia in quite some time. I cannot wait to see it again. But until then, I can search for other materials. Better ones even. That isn't going to happen by sitting around. Are you collecting loot for your dragon ward? What? No. In what world do I look like a dragon to you? They are masters of disguise. What about you, Inky? Am I a dragon? You are? No, I'm afraid not. You smell so primordial. Thank you. If you're not a dragon, Rhea, what do you need materials for? Decorations? Ingredients? Don't you worry, I'm not trying to steal some business away from you. They're from crafting. Like for French bracelets? No. For weapons. You're going to war? But I just got you back. Oh, I'm not going to war. Won't see me fighting for anyone but myself. Are you a blacksmith then? I am, and I'm looking for the right material to smash the next Urhart competition. I'm going to travel all the way to the caves of Yura for that one. That's so far. Can I come with you? Oh, Kyle is literally so attached to Ria. It's adorable. That sounds very exciting. I hope you'll come back to show off your creation once you've won. I'll think about it. How are you feeling about the stars having relocated, Kyle? It's fascinating. You think so? Yes, now that I know it was not a dream, the implications are dazzling. Yesterday, when I was looking out into the night, I could see nothing but darkness. But then, as I stared at the sedating nothingness, I could see an astral hairfish hopping across the sky. Its sparkling tail left a gleam of light in its wake. It was followed by more of its kind, like a pack finding a place to rest for the impending sunrise. With the light of the stars blinding me, I would have never been able to see such a spectacle. And you still thought you were dreaming? I thought the stars had just gone into hiding. We all do that sometimes. I would love to know how they're going on Earth, how they're doing on Earth. They must be enjoying the new atmosphere. Possibly. Speaking of exciting, have you had a chance to take a peek at that letter of yours, Innkeeper? I'm afraid not. Either way, how exciting. You know, this world never ceases to amaze me with its natural wonders. Oh. Hi, Althea. Alethea. I'm gonna say Althea, but it's Alethea. This was by no means a natural wonder. Welcome back, Miss Anwar. Who are you? The Wonder Police? The Wonder Police. I am Alethea Anwar, High Cleric of the Aperture and the Chosen of Our Lady of the Endless Light. And I have returned to this establishment to investigate the tragedy of the Starfall. Not one of those protagonist types. Innkeeper, I am happy to see that you were able to collect more information from my research. I am grateful for your help in these trying times. At your service, miss. What are these times trying? Kyle. Me and the wonderful people of Asteria. An empty night sky is no laughing matter. This must be taken care of swiftly. I guess it's empty every time of the day now, actually. How does that not worry anyone? We have other things to worry about. And if these sorts of things stopped happening, this babbler would be out of a job. Indeed. I find it very exciting. That is somehow even more worrying. Say, are you a vampire? What else would he be? I am indeed. That is also very exciting. Do you have any affiliation with Marrow Castle? Oh my god. What is a castle? Where are you asking? While I was seeking shelter from the calamity, I came across a young echo with a gloomy temperament. Or rather, I came across his hands in my pockets, attempting to steal my most precious spell components. Luckily for him, I'm not a very vengeful person. I believe in the redemptive power of second chances. And he did make an effort not to steal from me again. Very wise. Did he travel with you? No, we went our separate ways. I believe he wanted to be alone after narrowly escaping an encounter with the horrid vampire. Horrid vampire? They must have been very hungry. As they tend to be. Only if they're not eating responsibly. Who did you say you encountered again, Miss Althea? A rogue-ish wind echo. Ah, yes, a windy aftertaste is hard to resist, and primordial blood is a delicious luxury. Speaking of which, Innkeep. No. Are you from the primordial sea? Not in the slightest, but my blood would taste delicious, if I was willing to share it. I see. What about your blood, Miss Alethea? Are you out of your mind, propositioning a holy woman for her blood? Well, you've got a lot of it, fair question. And I need all of it to keep up my strength against the looming evils of this world. Without me, who would even care enough to investigate this whole mess? After all, none of you seem to care. Besides, a taste of my blood would probably reduce you to ashes. I like your unwavering sense of self-importance. Thank you. I like your earrings. Thanks. So, what are your next steps for saving us citizens? Well, your rumors are all over the place, which is good. That means there is a lot to look into. Still, I would have appreciated a bit more organization. My bad. I will start my investigation in Zenith and Themis. Have a closer look at the wreckage caused. Maybe examine the rubble more closely, perhaps it harbors hidden clues. Once I have found out what is going on, I will put a stop to it. The stars have already fallen, Lassie. Not a lot you can do for them. Then I will make sure nothing like this can ever happen again. Sorry. Choked in my own spit. This is what happens when you talk too much. Oh, literally choked on my own spit. Perhaps Cassiopeia can even be healed. It is imperative for the order of this world that she herself does not fall. Couldn't agree more. I died for a few seconds because I choked on my spit. Anyway, I know you've got this under control, Miss Enwar. But how would you feel about a little drink to boost your spirits? You have a long investigation ahead of you, after all. If you're offering, thank you kindly. What can I get you? It depends on the approach I decided to take with this. I could focus on the investigative aspect, really dig my heels into connecting the threads. Analyze the situation, find hidden clues, speak to the locals and those affected. Of course, I would have to do so strategically. Without the right approach, the plan would fall apart. And perhaps I would even need to inspire bravery in others to care about my cause. On the other hand, who knows who caused this? If I focus too much on theory, I may not be in the right condition to fight whomever I encounter. But you will be able to talk to them. That's always much more entertaining. Not everyone can be reasoned with. In such a case, I should be able to properly defend myself. Especially if something similar should threaten to occur again. I need to be prepared for even the worst case scenario. I could offer you some Phoenix chilies. Who knows what you will encounter, but burning stars are best avoided with a hint of fire resistance. Sounds reasonable. So either it's the right balance between intelligence and inspiration, or the ultimate fireproof self-defense. I am not yet certain which path I should walk. You should trust the innkeeper with it. She always has the most wonderful solutions. Just this once I shall. Thank you, Kyle. So sweet. I'll make sure not to disappoint. And what do I do? Alright, so brain or defense? I honestly think... What should I do? Should I do defense or brain? I think we should do brain for her. This one's more... yeah, this one. We're gonna do this one. And add... What are we adding? This one. Well... Alright, this one and... Add this one. Actually, I need one more. Right? Yep. And then finally, this one. Great. Brains. I mean, I feel like, yeah, she would have probably, but I feel like it's better for her to just, gather more intel first before she, gets into stuff. I think perhaps the strategic way is the best approach. After all, you wish to help people, not fight them. Exactly. That is very true. This is an excellent drink. I'm already coming up with a 38-step plan. Perhaps we should start at the nearby Gaia temple. I heard it was unfortunately an impact site. The local acolytes will be sure to offer assistance. That sounds like an excellent idea. Thank you for your effort in helping this world, Innkeeper. Always happy to be of service. Say, Miss Holy Spirit, those fallen stars, are they still intact? They crashed into the ground, so no, they are not intact. Were they pulverized? Not fully, no. Would you say that falling stars make for an interesting type of material? Oh, he wants to use it for to forge something, because he wants to forge a weapons. She wants to forge a weapon. For what? Yes, they would certainly be rare. Need any help on that holy mission of yours? I know a thing or two about rocks and the like. Could you give me some insights on those impact conditions? I can't say I'm an expert in geology, though I feel like I could make an educated guess. Nevertheless, sure, I would very much appreciate your assistance. Great, then I'm in. Me too. Do you know about geology as well, or astronomy perhaps? I know about astrology, and this all sounds very exciting. I've been terribly bored, waiting for Ria to come back. This will greatly aid me on the mission of curing my boredom. Well, I do like to help. That is very kind of you. I know. You don't have to come along. Of course I do. Could you imagine if the stars fell down again? What if one crushed you? I need to stay close by so I can catch it. I don't think you could. The stars already fell, Kyle. Done deal. What about the ones in the primordial sea? What if it floods us with all of its mirrored stars? Unlikely. I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm going on this adventure with you, and with you, Miss Alethea. Great. Wonderful. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Let us not waste any more time. Thank you for your aid, Innkeep. I shall return the conclusions and perhaps even mended firmaments. I'm looking forward to hearing of your heroic deeds. How exciting. Ria. Wish me luck. Good luck. I hope you find suitable material. Me too. I want to check something here. We have the thingy. We have the number of fun detours until sunrise. Alright. Oh yeah, this one is the this. I can't even read the damn letter. Can I read the letter? Hold on, let me see. Alethea is a righteous devotee to the dragon Cassiopeia, a fact she makes sure everyone knows. She's very eager in her ambitions to save people and to protect the world from falling stars and the like. I've known Jade for years, but it's good to see she's back in the area. She's not the type of person you ever have to worry about. She's strong, independent, and is always looking for a new gig to make a living. A little empathy wouldn't hurt her, but that's probably too much to ask for. Originally from Avalon, Iniko is now vibing on Gaia. Probably because people here aren't used to the trickery of changelings yet. They're always looking for a new victim to fool and don't take anything too seriously. The thing on their shoulder is called Kori. Short for corruption, obviously. Alright. Where is... I wonder when we're going to be able to read that letter, because I actually want to know what's in it. Oh, hi there. Hello, I would like your finest drink, please. A drink, you say? Oh, what do you have in mind, miss? Melina. Melly is fine. It's short for Melina. I see. Well then, Melly, what kind of drink would you like? Something tasty. Something that will give me new fun ideas. Oh, and some Thunder Sage. I don't have any money, but I've got something to barter for the drink. You don't need to pay, but I want to. It doesn't feel right otherwise. Alright, fine with me. What do you have for me? Oh, thank you very much. Cool. Golden feather. That's new. Thank you very much. Now I can accept a drink. Very well. Let me see what I can do. Alrighty, what do we do? So she wants brains again. We're having a lot of brains lately. Okay. If that's the case, she wants... What did she say? Nothing. She just wants brains. Okay. This one... I keep forgetting this one is 2 pores. And finally, this one. Nice. There you go. Some new fun and sweet ideas coming right up. This is perfect. I'm already feeling the energy for new hijinks running through my veins. Thank you. This is a really nice tavern. I think I'm going to hang out here for a bit. I need a break from my investigations. Can I pet your familiar? No, he's quite antsy when he hasn't been fed. I'd worry for your hands. Okay. Oh. Zephyr. It's been a while. Are you good? Did you lose? What happened to what's her name again? Kyle's betrothed, or wife, or ex-wife. Almost didn't see you there. I suppose I am as stealthy as a knight. No, as the night. Sounds like you need a drink. Desperately, one that will help me remember words. I've been quiet for so many hours, I think I've forgotten how to speak. That explains why we're communicating telepathically right now. We are? No. Who are you? Was I too stealthy for you? No. Let's get you a drink so you stop cursing at the child. Detective, stop cursing at the detective. Yes, of course. Though my drinks don't come cheap. How much? I'll trade you one for a trinket. Ah, one of those. One of those. What if I didn't find one? Are you trying to tell me you made it all the way through a castle without stealing a thing? What did he find? Ooh, he stole a clock. Nice. Here, though thought the place might like it. Oh. Well, my tavern tells me it thinks it's beautiful. But it is wondering what it might be. Thought it was smarter than that. Does the tavern want to guess what it is? I'm guessing it's an oversized stamp. You're not even remotely close. But imagine making a huge wax seal with it. I bet that would look so cool. You'd need a very big puddle of wax, though. I think such a large amount of wax would make it impossible to open any letters. Probably. It's a wall clock, adorned with hungry bats, one creature of the night telling them to the another. A very accurate wall clock, it seems. It's nowhere near midnight. Its hands seem to have gotten stuck just before midnight for an eternity. Or at least since I found it. Will this do, or will I have to pull another heist? This will do just fine. Good. And because I'm someone that always keeps her promises, I shall now prepare a drink for you. One moment. Let's see if I have something that will make you more polite towards local detectives. Alright. Oh, nice. Just the right one. Let me see. We need this one. 2 pours. 1, 2, and finally this one. Oh shit. You know, I messed up. Okay. I need to put that one up there. Right. There we go. And finally this one. Did I do that right? Nope, I did not do that right. I messed up on a drink for the first time this stream. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let's start with this one first. 1 pour. And then this one. 1, Shoot. Too much. This one. Right. And then... I have to add something, I think. Maybe this one. Nope. I wrote that. I don't think so. There has to be a reason why I'm messing up on that. Let's try this again and see what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm having issues with this drink. Let me see. Let me think. Alright, so this one first. Maybe I'll add this first. Then... Okay, that's fine. This one, add this one. Right, and then finally this one last. There we go. Politely a drink. Did I accentuate the right notes? Sure did. You should consider becoming a musician. I'm happy where I'm at now, thanks. Now, will you be polite and tell me what happened? No. Why not? I don't even know who you are. I'm Melina, but you can call me Melly. No thanks. So, what else did you steal? Castles have many things, I've heard. Nothing. Shouldn't you be at school? I don't go to school. I'm already smart enough. Do your parents agree with that? My parents are dead. Oh. And they didn't come back as ghosts to tell me to go to school. So, it can't be that important. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. It's already been this many years since they died. Just kidding. I can count. It's been 7 years. So I was only 3 when they disappeared forever. I don't remember a lot about them. But I already solved their murder, so it's okay. Did you avenge them? No, they got eaten by zombies. And the zombies got eaten by a T-Rex. Not a lot left to revenge. That makes sense? Right? I basically speedran my origin story. I've got dead parents as my motivation in a detective career to make sure I can help other people. Because people didn't help you? Exactly. But it's okay. It made me... Oh my god. It made me into the adventurer I am today. And I like who I am. Does it make you sad? No. What's your origin story? Yes, Zephyr. What is your origin story? It is far too dark for your young mind to handle. Guess you don't know. Okay, what's your name? Blaze. But she just called you Zephyr. That's my middle name. Okay, I'll respect your fake name, but only if you tell me what castle you stole the innkeeper clock from. Fine, it was Marrow Castle. I was on a dangerous quest to steal a precious cape from a murderous vampire. Did she kill you? Obviously not. Not so murderous, then. She would have if she had caught me. So she didn't. No, I managed to complete the mission undetected. Thanks to the invisibility that took hold of my body, I was able to avoid the cohort of monsters she had put in my path. Only the dragons know what would have happened if they had spotted me, weak and not prepared to fight. But they didn't. Nice. Even the living gargoyles with their lithic claws at her doors did not sense my presence. I waited until they were mid-argument to sneak through the nearby window that had been left open to grant spiders easy access to castle. I heard Marrow Castle is very scary. Was it very scary? Yes. On a scale from 1 to parents being eaten by a T-Rex, how scary was it? In the middle, I suppose. Interesting. Did you run into any traps? I was able to spot and avoid them all, thanks to my remarkable perceptive gifts. And your help. Anyway, I found the cape in her closet, hung up between ball gowns covered in rubies and diamonds. Did you take any? Maybe. So you're a thief? Obviously. Can you teach me how to be a better thief? I want to expand my portfolio. Why would I do that? Because I asked nicely. She's so cute. Forget it. Oh. I took the cape along with whatever gemstones I could find when I heard her approaching her chambers. Quickly, I hid among dressing gowns, holding my breath to avoid making any sound. I thought I had made it through when suddenly she opened the closet doors. I was pressed so close to the wall I thought the wood would start vibrating in rhythm with my heartbeat. But she reached right past me, picked out a hat, and returned her to her dastardly vampiric activities. What are vampiric activities? I don't know. Sucking blood, turning into bats, scheming about blood. Lots of blood stuff, sounds like. Indeed. Did you make it out of there easily, Blaze? I found a secret passageway that led below the pond, through the earth, and to the summit of Witch's Peak. Almost scared that strange cleric to death when I regained my visibility. She was ready to ignite me with her golden flames. That seemed harsh for just a little jump scare. Are you sure your fingers stayed in your pockets? Who can say? Speaking of sleight of hand, where did you find the clock? It was sitting in a display case in the middle of a hallway that stretched on forever. Then how did you know it was in the middle? I could feel it. The case was locked, but with my expertise I was able to crack it open in no time. The antique clock stood right in between the ritualistic dagger and a vial of blood. And I thought it strange that it was the only item without a tag, so I took it. A tag? She's very organized, labels everything. Why would she display a vial of blood? Shouldn't that be in her pantry? Its label described it as blood from the very first vampire, Mike. Mike. Judging by its position next to such a priceless item, the clock must be worth a fortune. In that case, thank you again. It will look great in my tavern. Indeed. It sounds like you would have been in a lot of trouble if you got caught. But I wasn't. Thanks to the innkeeper's drink, I not only survived, but also avoided the horror's wrath entirely. Sounds like a tasty drink. I would hope so. It seems like the quest was completed successfully. Thank you, Blaze. You did a great job. I'm lucky I survived once more. It's a miracle I made it past so many monstrous creatures without being harmed. Did you think you might die? When you took the quest, I mean. It's always a possibility. Then why would you go? Death is inevitable. Such is life. At least you have your cape now. It's not mine. It belongs to another vampire. Another vampire? Yes. It was stolen from him in a lover's quarrel. The clutches of love always end in cruel tragedy. But the comedy it takes to get there is worth the ride. Only for those willing to suffer. Aren't we all? Speaking of suffering, I'm sure Kyle, that's the long-suffering, very comedic vampire Melly, would love his cape back. Could I extend the quest to include a speedy delivery? After the day I've had? You've done enough hiding for one day, don't you think? Professional hiding. Fine. I'll do a direct delivery, just this once. Where can I find this Kyle? Last I saw him, he left with Rhea to aid a certain cleric with her investigations. I'm sure you'll recognize her. Very true. Not her again. Where are they? Uncertain. Try looking around Zenith. They can't have gotten far yet. What are they investigating? The Star Rain, as far as I know. That's what I was investigating. We should go talk to them. We can exchange notes. I already drew a map of all the impact sites in Zenith. Maybe they can help extend it further, or even find the culprit of this curious incident. Come on, Blaze. We have to go and find them, for your keep and for my notes. I'm going. Alone. You do whatever. With you along, I could never stay undetected. Wait for me. See you soon, innkeeper. She's so adorable. See you soon, Millie. When are we gonna read that letter? Okay. Alrighty. To Starlight Sonata 7. Crossroads at 3, third of the astral moon. Zephyr. Millie. Good morning. Good morning, Millie. Good morning, Blaze. What have you both been up to today? Oh, you know, dilly-dallying and such. I was not dilly-dallying. He was. It goes well with the brooding. Sounds like a wonderful morning. Can I offer you both something to drink in these early hours? Yes, please. Can you make me something smart and sparkly? Can do. Am I getting you the same drink? Yep, I'm getting you the same drink. Where is it? This one. Alright, this one first. I keep forgetting. I gotta get used to pouring two pours for certain ones because I always forget that it's 2 pours. Alright, that's for Melly. And for Zephyr, a fresh brew of smart sparkles. Thank you. This is just the right amount of sparkle. Happy to hear that. Blaze, what can I get you? Nothing. Alright. So, has the cape found its way back home yet? Yes. The vampire was thankful, if melancholic. It seems to have awakened memories of old woe. He seemed pretty excited to me. He should be. It fits him well. Almost like it was made for him. It was very interesting seeing a vampire in person. His fangs were shorter than I thought they would be. I expected them to be the size of a colossal saber-toothed tiger's fangs, but they were much tinier. A common misconception. Where did you find him? At the local Gaia temple. It got split in the middle by a fallen star. That sounds morbidly interesting. It was. I overheard some priests saying they're thinking about rebuilding the temple around it, because it looks kind of cool. And people like distinct temples. They do. The vampire was traveling with a really nice dwarf and a holy woman of Cassiopeia. They were asking around to see if the priests were to see if the priests knew anything about the star ring. Did they? No, I could have told them that 2 days ago. But while we were sneaking around and listening in, we overheard the strangest conversation. Turns out Elithia, that's the cleric's name, found out that one of the priests was actually a wobbling ooze in disguise. Scandalous. I know, right? But in the end, it was all okay. The others forgave him and he promised to try and become a real priest. Apparently, he really loves the community in the temple. They all hugged and everything. It was very sweet. I was really happy we could see that from the shadows. We? Me and the mysterious and quiet Blaze. He's my new associate. I'm no such thing. It's great to see you two working together so closely. You make a great duo. We are not a duo. Thank you. How did you find the right moment to give Kyle escape between all of those heightened emotions? We didn't. She got caught. I thought one of the pillars would be big enough to hide behind, but it wasn't. It wasn't a pillar. It was a tall vase. I felt very well hidden when Elithia suddenly asked me if I wanted to stop hiding now. She was paying a lot of attention. I think she noticed me from the very beginning. She's so cool and smart. Did you ask her about her investigation? I did, but she said it was too early to share any insights. Even when I kept asking, she wouldn't budge. So I asked Master Smith Frostgrip to tell me more about the temple's architecture instead. Did you know that its altar was built from the 1,000-year-old oak? I didn't. That's fascinating. It is. She also told me I have to work on my stealth, that being small isn't going to be enough. I think she knows from experience. Better not tell her that. Better not. So, are you going to work on it? Yes, Blaze is going to show me the ropes. Is he now? Have to. She'll get herself killed otherwise. Blaze is so sweet. Like, despite the fact that he's so mysterious and brooding. That's a very dramatic way to look at things. But also very nice of you. So, would you say your investigation was a success? Kind of. We got to see how clueless the other investigators are and returned to keep to Mr. Vampire. But we didn't find out anything new about the stars. And I didn't even get to see any monsters. I was hoping maybe some would have fallen from the astral sea and I could have studied them. A dangerous if very exciting dream. Mostly a foolish one. You think so? Have you met monsters before? What kinds? Do you have favorites? What were the first ones you ever met? Did they try to eat you or be your friend? Of course I've encountered monsters before. They've been a part of my life for many years. The shadows are full of them. Really? That's scary. Of course it is. So the first monsters you ever saw were shadow monsters? No, they were much worse than that. What is it? Can I have a drink after all? The words aren't flowing easily. Of course. Same as last time? Yes. Let's see if I can find something sweetly charismatic. Alright. Oops. Let's see this one. Alrighty. This one first. I keep forgetting I have to add the feather. Hold on. Let me add the feather and then we can so this one or yeah, this one. That's fine. Oops. A drink just for you. Thanks. How is it? Fine. That means it's perfect. So, where was I? Ah, right. Shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I had just joined the Shadowbanes and was eager to prove myself. It's said that there are great riches far in the depths of the Gravelknack, a dangerous mountain range in eastern Fasola. Hidden treasure troves full of precious gems and gold, and I owed some debts. Hoping to find some jewels, I made my way there, to the darkest of its crevices. Guarding its depths were creatures no one would ever choose to face. Bleak stalkers straight from the Twilight Chasm. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the Nightmare Realm. They typically feed on rocks and gemstones, but they seem to think bones have the same general consistency. I wasn't able to harm them with my mortal weapon, so I distracted them with some of the gems I managed to pocket earlier. It was a close call. I will never forget their twisted antlers and beak-like snouts. They sound kind of cute. They were not cute. If you say so, maybe one day I'll encounter some. Pray you never will. No thanks. Rumor unlocked. Okay. Hi! It's been a while, Lynn. Welcome back, Lynn. Are you alright? Yeah, of course. You want a drink? Yes. Give me something strong, please. No watered down muck? Got it. Alright. Oops. strong would be this one. Something like this. Pour one. Pour one. And finally, this one. I haven't seen Lynn all this time. I mean, Fable was saying she wasn't feeling all too good because of her uncle, so strong and with 0 water, just how you like it. Thanks. Needed that. You're welcome. Say, Innkeep, you got room in your neat little book full of recipes for one more drink? Sure. Got one for me? You bet. It's what my Baba used to drink back in the day. My adventure reminded me of it. Oh, great. New drink. Nice. Nice. Thank you, Lynn. Why are you so sad? I ain't sad. But you look sad, and you sound sad, and the innkeeper looks worried, probably because you're sad. I am worried. Don't be. Too late. Like I said, I ain't sad. Not really. More, I'm not sure. My chest feels tight, and I feel a little lightheaded. Maybe I'm dying? Those are all side effects of being sad. Who are you, anyway? I'm Melly, the world's greatest detective. I'm Carolyn. Who's that bunk next to you? That's my sneaky assistant. He got a name? Malachite. Ah. So, I would like to detect why you're sad. Likewise. Does it have to do with that wyvern chimera whose saliva you were hunting for? You met a chimera? A wyvern chimera, yeah. That's so cool. Why? How? You're alive. Sure am. Do you remember that forgetful vampire, Melly? Of course. He put out a quest for chimera saliva. He thinks it may be able to produce a sunscreen strong enough for him to walk in the daylight once more. Carolyn was brave enough to pick up his quest. Whoa, that's amazing. How would you even get that saliva of a guardian? By killing it. Oh. Would you like to tell us what happened? Is that really necessary? I think it might be good for you. And very interesting for us. You don't really want to disappoint Melly, do you? Miss Carolyn, will you please tell me the story? Oh my god. She's so cute. Fine. Thank you. I didn't mean to kill it. Seemed like an extraordinarily blasphemous thing to do. For someone non-religious, you concern yourself an awful lot with it. Just trying not to be a dick, that's all. Usually, I got no trouble killing beasts, but my Baba would have lost it if I had told her I harmed a guardian. I think so, at least. Not like she'd ever fought any of them. But she had the natural ability to know what it would have been right to do so. I ain't got that kind of sense. Well, see about that. How did the fight start? On my way there, I changed my mind from fighting to sneaking. Thought it was quiet enough and had the veil of the night on my side. I could just steal the saliva from right under its nose or maw. Drooled quite a bit, that thing. But I didn't know my way around the quagmire grove, and I wasn't as quiet as I should have been. Oh, I know all about that. But you got a giant sword, so you were prepared, right? Of course. Innkeeper here even hooked me up with some fire resistance. Came in handy. And this sword, well, was made for killing beasts, even the good kind, I suppose. Is it a magic sword? Not sure. Doesn't do any magic tricks. But it's stronger than your average steel and can resist even the highest heat, even without practical potions. Used to belong to my grandma. She left it behind for me. That's so sweet. Your parents gonna leave you anything? No, they weren't expecting to go, so they didn't think about that in time. But that's okay. I can find my own treasure. I'm sure you will, kiddo. So the chimera noticed you? Yeah, sly bees pretending to be asleep while I approached it with the bucket. When I tried to catch its saliva, it snapped at me. Would have taken my arm if it wasn't so tough. The ensuing fight was something else. Next to its dragon head, I sported a lion and a snake head. They fought me all at once with overwhelming ferocity. It was the fiercest enemy I've ever encountered. And even though its fire couldn't harm me, it took everything in me to best it. I may have defeated it in the end, but I felt honored to have fought such a formidable foe. So you defeated it with your badass sword? I did. This weapon really saved my skin. Dealing with the final blow, I felt like my grandmother was holding my hand and guiding me towards victory. Or maybe I just imagined that. Maybe that doesn't matter, as long as it felt real. Maybe. I even gave it a proper burial. It deserved an honorable send-off. I almost left the sword with it too, but it's too good of a weapon. The dead don't need swords anyway. Yeah. You know, I did achieve her dream. I saw a Wyvern Chimera in the flesh. I fought it even, and then killed it. Does that mean I killed her dream? I think it means her sword saved you from dying. I'm sure that was a dream of hers too. Possibly, but she would have found another way out of it, I'm sure. But she ain't here, so I thought maybe it was time I put her to rest as well. Left my goodbyes for her with the Chimera. Maybe it can pass them on. May Twa listen to your pleas. May he find that much mercy in his cold, dead heart. Is he dead, you think? Twa, I mean, he does reside over the spirit realm, and only the dead can go up there. So he must have died to have gotten there too. Or he's always existed there. Was made to watch over the dead. He's a god after all. There's no clear consensus of what the great spirit dragon really is. A dead dragon. A god who could always control death from his very conception. A reflection of what we believe death to be. Death itself. He could be anything. What would you like him to be? What hopes do you have? I hope he's kind. I hope so too. Then, I think he's kind. Maybe we should follow his example. That's what heroes are for, right? Indeed. You're one of those, right, Lynn? Of course she is, silly. I have to agree. You know what would be very heroic of her? What? If she brought the saliva to Kyle, the vampire, I'm sure his joy would finally be able to walk in the sun will be extraordinary. Too lazy to go yourself? My domain is merely my tavern. You're much more likely to run into him. Fine. Might as well. Need to get moving anyway. You're leaving? No, just need to move around. Any of you happen to know where I could find this vampire? Last saw him at the Gaia Temple. The priests might know where he went. I know where he wanted to go. I overheard him talking about it. Care to share? I want to trade it. The information, I mean. For what? Can you teach me how to use a greatsword? That's it? Sure thing. Right now? Is right now okay? I've got the time. It might take you more than one lesson, though. That's okay. I've also got time. It's a deal, then. I'll show you the basics and you tell me where to find the vampire. Yippee! That is, if your assistant is alright with that. Don't care. Not my circus. Not my monkey. Okay, kiddo. Let's go. Inky, can we use your front yard? Of course. Go wild. Will do. Are you coming too, Mel? No, I'll stay here and have another drink. Okay. Can join us later. I can't wait to learn how to fight. It'll be so helpful for future adventures. Innkeeper, do you have any quests I could go on after this to practice my sword and stealth skills? Not yet, but I'm sure something will come in. Be patient. I promise I'll have a quest for you soon. I can't wait. I'm going to destroy any challenge with wit, stealthiness, and giant swords. Ha! I know you will. But first I gotta practice. See you later. She is so adorable. You keep changing your name. Zephyr to Blaze to Malachite. Jesus Christ. I like her ambition. I like her naivety. Some would call it optimism. A waste of time. Delusions get you nowhere. You would know. Another drink, please. Same as before. Sweet and all. Coming right up. Man, he be drinking a lot today. Jesus. Gotta use this one. Yep, this one. Let's try this one. Spoken Heart. One. Oop, one. One. And all of this. There we go. Some sweet optimism for my most pessimistic customer. This is sweet enough to make me optimistic for future drinks. Wow. I'm proud of myself here. You should be. So, Malachite. Just leave me to my pondering. Got it. Hi, Fable. Welcome back. Hiya, Innkeep. Hiya, Fable. I'm so happy to see the tavern looking healthy again. And you too. I'm sorry it took me so long to check in. That's alright. I hope the last 2 days weren't too hard for you. No, not at all. I was just very busy. A bunch of the Ashen Groves trees got knocked over, and I spent a lot of time rescuing and leading group therapy sessions with the local wildlife. And of course I had to check in on all the nearby settlements too, see if they needed help with any damage after all of that. How did the werewolf settlement fare? Okay. It took some damage, everyone is okay, but only physically. They might have to relocate. I'm sorry to hear that. He'll be okay. I'll make sure of it. It's very nice of you to check in with everyone. I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used a lot of my healing salves, but that's what they're there for. I'm not happy I had to use them, but I'm glad I was prepared. May I request something? Go ahead. Do you maybe have a drink in your repertoire that could assist someone in a situation like mine? Your drinks are powerful. I'd like something that would make me tougher while also replenishing my social energy. I think I'm all done with helping out now, but a drink like that would be a real game changer in case something like this happens again. I don't think I have a recipe for that yet. But don't worry, I've already got an idea. But even without such a drink, I'm sure people will be very thankful for your presence. We have a new one. 1,000 wins. Okay. But yeah. Well, they weren't mad about it, at least. Though, I sort of feel like people aren't really as concerned as I thought they'd be. Well, when I saw the stars fall, I thought for sure the world was going to end. Yes, I recall. You were right that it wouldn't, of course. But I thought that people would be a little more freaked out by the lack of a night sky. But everyone just seems to be okay with it. I asked one of my sisters about it, and she said, cares? Some wide-eyed adventurer will surely put them back at some point. Let's worry about replanting these tomatoes. I don't even know if you could put them back. You can never put back what was lost. But you can always replace it with something new. I'm not sure that you can replace the stars, or if you should approach loss that way. It's all a matter of perspective. I wouldn't mind a bunch of trees up in the night sky for a change. Right. But it would be much nicer if some things would just stay the same. They never do. I'm just happy everyone is okay. Did you check in on Lynn yet? She should be hacking my terrace to pieces outside. I did, outside, on your definitely non-hacked up terrace. Just out of curiosity, do you own any wood glue? It was nice to see that she's okay, too. I was a little worried she would just leave and never talk to me again. So it was nice watching her train Melly with so much enthusiasm. And to catch up a bit, that too. She tried to rope me into their greatsword training. Did you accept? I'm not really a sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her teach Melly. She's very sweet. Indeed. And I was just relieved to see Carolyn doing alright, even though she is worried about Mr. Dragon. We don't have any way to check in on him. I hope he's alright. I'm sure he is. To celebrate our well-being despite the absurdity of this world, how about a drink? I would love a drink. Can I try out that new one I requested? 1,000 wins, was it? I can, in case I run into more people in need of help on the way back. I'm sure I'll find just the right thing. Okay, let's try the new drink. 1,000 weights. That is so pretty. These strings, what I like about them too is like they're so pretty looking. One pour of this. 2 pours of this. 1, 2. And last one is this one. That means I have to add something there. I have to add something there. Hold on. Okay, so... Something with feather, maybe? We'll see how that goes. And then add this one first. And then we don't need to add the Swift because it already has it, so the rest is this one. Nice. Nice. Okay, that is such a pretty drink. A breezy drink inspired by you and your kindness. Thank you. Your drinks are still the highlight of my day. She makes the best drinks, right? They're... okay. Really? Do you actually think that? Or is it this thing where you just don't want to be nice? People seem to do that a lot for some reason. They taste good. As good as things can taste when you're, me. Well said. Thank you. By the way, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Fable. I'm an elf and a ranger, and I come here a lot. They are also an incredibly courageous and capable hero. That's not true. Not yet. I'm working on being a hero, I mean. Why? Because I dream of adventure and all the wonderfully exciting things it can bring. And I want to help people. Why? Why not? I'm Malachite. Oh my god. I don't know whether to call him Malachite, Zephyr, or Blaze. Oh, god. Oh, you're Mal. I mean, Malachite, obviously. Melly just talked about a Mal. She said they, or I guess you, are very cool and her new friend. She sounded very happy about it. We're not friends. She just won't leave me alone. Oh. Oh, okay. Then why do you spend time with her if you don't like her? That sounds really mean. She keeps following me. And you take her along? Not by choice. I don't know you well enough to judge the truth behind all this, but I think you should be honest with her and with yourself. Honesty goes a long way. I also believe that things in Zoford could be fixed with honesty as well. You mean the missing familiar? I heard several familiars are missing, actually. And I believe with so many mages and familiars present, someone is bound to know something. But maybe they're just scared to face possible consequences for their honesty. Very true. Sounds like Zoford is going through an eventful time. If you're hearing shuffling in the background, my cat is asking for attention. He knows it's time for me to finish streaming. Sounds like Zoford is going through an eventful time. Thank you for letting me know. I go away. No, I'm almost done. I know. It's okay. I'm almost done. Okay? it's so funny. It's so funny. I'm almost done. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep an eye or two out for future developments. Zoford isn't very far from here, is it? Not too far. It's in eastern Fizoa. It is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town the Republic has to offer. I could only recommend its many summer festivals, very pretty fireworks. Why? Does it sound like something up your alley? No, not mine, but Melina is seeking her first quest. Maybe this could be something for her. She needs to practice her skills outside of risk-free theory. Good idea. I'll see if I can reserve it for her. Sorry for asking, but first quest? I thought maybe Melly just turned 10. Isn't that a bit young for quests? No. I was a similar age when I ventured on my first quest. The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures? Yes. Oh, that's sad. No, that's cool. No, I think that's a little sad. Children shouldn't have to face such danger that early. Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with it when they're young, so they can accept its existence in their lives. That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean we should confront children with that fact as early as we can. It's already bad enough that us grown-ups have to deal with it so much. Why should they just accept it if we can make the world a better place for them instead? I mean, when you were on a quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures, weren't you scared? Wouldn't you have preferred not to be alone? It builds character. A character that thinks we should put other kids in miserable situations? Sure, it did a lot of good for you there. Weren't your parents worried to death about you? You got enough rumors to make a quest yet, Innkeeper? Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about or ignoring all that star debris, they're losing sight of the important things. Like feeding me new information. Is that very nutritious for you? No, but it's fun. In that case, the fun I can provide in a day is running out. Unfortunately, the horrors of this world do not stop chasing me, nor anyone else. I shall take my leave. Bye, Amalishite. Good luck. See you around, with less horrors, I hope. Now I'm worried. About Malachite or Melly? Both. Are you really going to send her on that quest? If she wants to go, but I don't think you have to worry about that much. Zoford is a beautiful city with a very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. And I doubt she'd be going alone. I hope not. There's little worse than being alone when you're scared. Very true. Are you scared of anything? Bad Yelp reviews? I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks in all of Asteria. I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay. You got my 5 stars in the bag. I would ask what you're afraid of, but the answer would be everything? Is it? Yes, but I'm working on not letting my fear stop me. I might not be able to avoid feeling afraid, but I can always just do things when scared. Rather than not at all. Maybe. That is still a terrifying thought. How do you handle situations you're afraid of? I used to have a terrible habit of just walking away from the things that scared me, but with the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, they are still worth experiencing. That sounds lovely. I've never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime. Perhaps. Though one of my friends is sitting here right now. Where? Wait, are they invisible? Oh, you mean me? That's... that makes me really happy. Also, makes me feel pretty bad about having to go back home. Don't worry. Go home. Fix the many things that worry you, as long as you come back. Always. I'll see you tomorrow, Innkeeper. See you tomorrow, my friend. Oh my god. And that is the best time to end a stream. Oh my god, I need to stretch.